Hey y'all, welcome back to Resin Me Up. So today is Coasting Through the Week. And you know what Coasting Through the Week is? It's a collaboration between myself, Marva at Marvelous Artsy, Tammy at Epoxy Me That, Laura at Laura's Design Studio, and Tim at The Best Resonator. Basically, this is a collaboration. Every week we come together on Wednesday and we design or do or make or whatever with coasters. And anyone can join, and we encourage everyone to join because it's fun. You can make something whatever you want with coasters. And it doesn't have to be with resin. It can be with anything. You can actually draw coasters if you want. So today, you can see I have my flower coasters out, and we're going to make flower coasters with flower inlays. So a lot of my OGs will know that I made these inlays quite a few years ago. And I have not used these inlays in like forever. And so I've been itching to make inlays. I'm not to use these inlays for a while. And so I got them out. And so each one of these coasters is going to get a flower inlay, and it's going to lay in the center. And each inlay is different. Like I said, I made these a couple years ago. And so we're going to we're going to go around and we're going to brush this part of the coaster with, we're going to use chrome powders today because, you know, I love the chrome powders. And then we're going to mix up some resin, and every coaster is going to be in a color theme. And of course, because it is Easter and spring, we're sticking with that color scheme. So I've gotten out 4 different chunky glitters from Let's Resin. I've got out the purple, the blue, the green, and the pink chunky opal glitters, or whatever they're called. And then we're going to mix up resin. We're going to split it out, and we're going to fill these up with that. And then we're going to place these in the resin. Just got to thinking, I really need this to be clear in order for you to be able to see them, I think. So maybe we will pour the resin with the chunky glitters up to the edge. Well, you won't even see that either because you're going to be putting... All right, I need to figure this out. Well, let's get to brushing, and then I'll figure that part out in a minute, because you got to be able to see this. And if you put glitter in there, you're not going to see that. So let me do some thinking while I brush. So I picked out the lilac, the sky blue, the aqua, and the pink for my spring color. So we're just going to go around and we're going to brush the edge of all these. And I'm going to turn these in. I'm going to turn these over so I don't get the colors on the other ones. And we're just going to brush this whole section of each one of these. You guys, I think I know why. Did I tell you guys this already? I think I know why the new Pure Air light was constantly running. I think it's because I had it sitting over here next to my window, and right now everything is in bloom, and I think it was literally because I don't wear deodorant or I wear deodorant, but I don't wear perfume. But I literally think it was picking up all the pollen in the air. And as you could see, I'm in front of my window and I sneeze all the time. And that is my allergies. And so, yeah, that's what I think. So I have it across the room now, away from the window. Okay, there's the pink. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I need to blow my nose. I'll be right back. All right, and I'm just going to go ahead and clean this while I have it right here. Yeah. That never works out right. I know I've seen Michelle and Wendy and several other people, they put glitter on their gloves or use their gloved finger to put it on with. And then turn it around. So maybe I should try that. Lucky for me, my finger fits down inside there. All right, so there's that mess. All right, there's that one. So now we're going to do the blue. And this is the sky blue. So pretty. Okay, there's the blue. Lilac, I think, is what I used, not the pink. That was the lilac that I used first. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish these two up. No sense in you sitting here watching me get all glittery or chromy. And then I'll mix up some resin and then clean these up, and then BRB. Okay? Okay, y'all. Got them all cleaned up. Got the resin mixed up. So let's get these poured and get the inlays in there. All right. Let's go ahead and get the edges poured. Just going to pour them clear. Figured out what I'm going to do. Okay. Now I'm going to get dirty because I got to dip these in this resin. Spritz them with alcohol first. And then just gonna dip them. And then make sure they're covered. And then I'm gonna spritz them again. Oh, I forgot to do that one. Oops. This is so messy. And we'll adjust them. They're going to float for a little bit. Let me get the resin in this one. I forgot. I was wondering why I had so much resin left. You don't need it to be deep because you just need it enough so that it can pick up the shape of your inlay. Get these bubbles out of here, and then we'll be back for the last layer. Okay? All right, BRB. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. So today is time to pour a second, pull these out and do what we're going to do with these, and then pour a second layer. Hold on, I need to find my eyes. That's better. I can see. Okay, let me take these out of here first. And we got to do this very carefully. So that we don't dislodge the actual coasters. Hold on here. Can't do these with perfect. And then I'll clean those. We didn't get hardly any bubbles, thank goodness. So I was worried about that. Got a few in this one. Right there and right there. Hopefully that won't make any difference with what we're going to do here. That one came out perfect. Okay. And I'll clean these off with tape. Yeah. All right. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to brush these in here with another, like a chameleon type powder. And then we're going to back them. Or I also even thought about just using the glitter in there instead of brushing them. And then just backing them with like I don't know. Can't decide, I can't decide, I can't decide. Because you can do it so many different ways, and I just can't decide which way I want to do it. Well, let me put you on pause and I'll figure it out, and I'll be right back with my resin mixed up and all of that. Okay? BRB. Okay, before I mix up my resin to do the back coat on these, this is what I want to do. I want to brush these with UV resin. I want to cure it slightly, and then we're going to brush it with these chameleon flakes, the opal chameleon flakes. So let me get some UV resin out here, because we want these to be tacky in order to brush them, because they won't brush on now because they're completely cured. So this is how we're going to do this. We're just going to brush in around all of those places. Keep it in there. I'm sure you guys have seen this technique. Usually I do it with like a darker, chameleon powder. But I thought I would do it with the opals, because I'm trying to stay spring-ish. So trying to get it down inside all of those crevices. Spaces. And then I'm going to take and wipe off the excess on this outside, because we don't want any of that out here. Okay, now I'm going to cure this for about 15 or 20 seconds. And this one is the purple. I've got them all picked out here. We're going to try this violet opal. Let me turn these upside down here. We're going to see what this looks like. And see, when you leave that UV resin tacky, then you're able to put this on here, and then when you get it all on there, then you just finish curing it and it stays. Does that make sense? Just make sure you get those all burnished down inside there. Okay, let's take a look at that. I think I got them down in there. Okay, now, okay, I'll get the other ones done, get these all cleaned up, and I will BRB. Okay, guys, I got these all cleaned up, got them brushed. That was a job, let me tell you. Looks like I didn't get this one completely cleaned up, but it's gonna have to do. Okay, so here's what I thought I would do. Because I want these to pop in these coasters, I think I'm going to take some black UV resin and I'm going to fill these, just these, and then cure them. And then once those are cured, and we're going to do these in layers, obviously, because they're a little deep to do them all at one time. Then once they're cured, then we're going to back them with the glitters that I picked out. So, and I coordinated the flakes, and I used all of my my violet blue. So it's time to get another one. So let me get a black UV resin here, because I would prefer not to mix up my own if I don't need to. So let's start off with this one. And I'll do one or two with you, and then I'll put you guys on pause. There's no reason you should sit through any of that. So I'm just going to go around and do a very thin layer to start. And see, then when we put our glitter layer on, we won't see this, because that will cover it up. Okay. All right. I'm going to go run these through the vacuum chamber, and then I'll be back and we'll add some glue. Okay. BRB. Okay. 1 drop of glue in every bottle. And I'm not going to stir these like rapidly. Just enough to get that glue goopy. Just like that. Okay. There's the pink. Now, this is the green. Okay. I will find something for these extras. Good grief. Look at this. And then we will be back on demold. All right. Bye, y'all. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. So, these are done. These are extras. Got several extras. Little gummy bears. This is a leftover from just leftover resin being poured. This is probably, like I said, it's just all extra resin. So that's, oh, look at that. It looks like pillows. So that's an extra. All right, and this is an extra. I have no clue how this is going to turn out. I can see a ton of bubbles in there. This was left over from this. I just poured the leftover clear in here, and boom. All right. All right, there's that. So that's what that looks like, and you can see bubbles everywhere. Well, I mean, not everywhere, but periodically through there. So there's that. Okay, now let's take a gander at these coasters. Oh, there's a bubble. All right, let's get them out of here. So let's review what we used on these. So we brushed the outside with chrome powders, and then we put the inlays in, poured clear, and then after that, after those were cured, then we brushed the inlay with the chameleon flakes, the Aurora ones, and then we put black UV resin over top of that, and then we poured the glitter, corresponding glitter over top of that. So quite a few steps. All right. Are we ready? So here's the green. Oh, wow. Here I thought that was black, and it's not. It's blue. Whoa. That is cool. Wow. Look at that. Was not expecting that at all. That is so cool. All right, so there's the green. And pink. Ooh, look at that. See, this is the one that shifted just a tad bit that way. But how pretty is that? Wowza. I don't know if you guys can see with that light reflecting. Wow, that's so cool. That one's pretty too. And blue. Oh, the gates of heaven just opened. Look at that. So pretty. This one's my favorite. Oh, my. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Wow. I love that. Wow. Okay, purple. Oh, look at that. I mean, this looks more lilac, which is what I think it's called, but oh my. It took me a hot minute to get here, but in the end, it came out like I wanted it to come out. Look at those coasters, you guys. Are those not beautiful or what? Wow. Love them. Gorgeous. My goodness gracious. Look at that. Wow. Those are gorgeous. Love them. Oh my. My. Wow. Can you believe this, you guys? Look how gorgeous those are. Beautiful. Wow. Now, let's try this gold pin. See. I just picked up new ones of these. So we may end up using a new one. What do you think? Grief. What all the screaming is about. I need to do a second coat if I'm going to keep it on there. Yes? No? I mean, it kind of adds to it. Let me get a new pin. Now remember, if you guys don't think this looks right, I can take it right off. Not a problem. Because it comes right off with my goof off. Hey guys, microphone died again. Not sure what is going on with my microphones, but anyway, so that's what it looks like with the gold trim around all four coasters. You guys are going to need to see what you think. Let me know. Like I said, I can take it off. That's not a problem. So, I mean, really, I mean, it kind of enhances them, but you guys let me know what you think, if what it looks like with it on there. So, yeah. Um, but yeah, so there are my coasters for uh, coasting through the week, and I will put the link in my description box for the collaboration. So make sure you go out and check out what everyone else has made this week. And I will also link all of the products I used today in my description box. They were all Let's Resin products, except for the coasters, and I will link the coasters as well in my description box. So, yeah, so everyone, go out and leave me a comment, hit that like button, and uh, make sure you go and watch the rest of the collaboration. So remember, everyone, to um, stay curious, stay creative, always stay positive, and be kind. And also for tomorrow, um, we can either make a mold or we can do Let's Resin's new uh, molds. Leave it in the comments. Let me know what you guys want to do, and we'll choose one. Either way, one or the other, we'll either make a mold or do Let's Resin's new molds either tomorrow or Friday. So you pick whatever you want to do, and we'll do one of those tomorrow. So leave it in the comments. Let me know what you want to do, and we'll do one tomorrow. Okay? So Um, yeah. So I'm going to leave it up to you what our project can be tomorrow. Make a mold or do Let's Resin's new molds. All right, everyone. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow and we'll be picking your choice. Good night. Bye.